Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss increasing and decreasing functions. Previous section completed tangent and normals objective. So today we are going to discuss increasing and decreasing functions. It is PUC. Okay, na? Next topic. Increasing and decreasing functions. Here having four types: increasing, steadily increasing, decreasing, steadily decreasing. Okay, na? First increasing function, steadily increasing function, decreasing function, steadily decreasing function, and monotonically or neither increasing nor decreasing. Okay, na? First we are going to discuss concept. So first increasing function. First one, increasing function on A comma B. Increasing function. That means first we consider any two values. X-axis, y-axis, origin. So here x is equal to a. Here it is intervals a, b. So let x1 comma x2 are any two values in between a, b. It is x is equal to b. A, b, interval is a, b. It is closed interval. X1 and x2 are any two values in between a, b. In between a, b. So if x is equal to a, consider, for example, graph started here. It is x1, x2 are any two values in between a, b. In between a, b. So here the difference between increasing and steadily increasing. It is a straight line. Again, the graph is increasing. So it is called increasing function. For example, f of x is equal to x square. F of x is equal to x square. For example, x is considered minus 1 and plus 1. X is equal to minus 1 and plus 1. So here x1 and x2 are two values. X1 is considered minus 1, x2 is considered 1. X1 value minus 1 consider, x2 value plus 1 consider. So if f of minus 1, it is a minus 1 whole square. What about minus 1 whole square? 1. F of plus 1, f of plus 1, 1 square, it is also 1. So here minus 1 is less than plus 1. Minus 1 is less than plus 1. But f of minus 1 is equal to f of plus 1. F of minus 1 is equal to f of plus 1. So here minus 1 is less than plus 1. Then f of minus 1 is equal to f of plus 1. So here x1 is less than x2. That means x1 is less than x2. Then f of minus or f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. It is called increasing function. It is called increasing function. So x1 is less than x2. Then f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. Then the function is called increasing function. Okay, na? So that means here f of minus 1 is 1, f of plus 1 is also 1. So the result is the same. So it is equal. It is a straight line. It is a straight line. So it is a graph increasing. Here we get the same. So here x equal to a. It is x equal to x1. Here x is equal to x2. Here x is equal to b. Okay, na? Listen. Let x1 comma x2 belongs to a comma b. Generally heading increasing function or closed interval a b. Here x1 and x2 are any two values in between a b. In between a b. Next, if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. It is called increasing function. It is called increasing function. Okay, na? Next. Strictly increasing. Next one, strictly increasing function. Second one. Strictly increasing function on EB. Then axis first x is equal to a, x is equal to x1 and x is equal to x2 and x is equal to b. Values is same. X equal to a, x equal to b. Okay, now in between any two values. Not only two, consider 3, 4 and so on any values. So here it is increasing function. It is equal. It is strictly increasing. The graph is slightly, it is increasing. Okay, na? It is a strictly increasing function. Y is equal to f of x. It is also function y is equal to f of x. If the results are same, it is called increasing function. It is called strictly increasing function. Let x1 comma x2 belongs to a comma b. If x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is less than f of x2. Observe that. It is also x1 comma x2 belongs to a comma b. Here also x1 comma x2 belongs to a comma b. x1 is less than x2. Here also x1 is less than x2. Then f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. Here f of x1 is less than f of x2. Here equal. Equal means the same values. Therefore, graph is straight line. It is increasing only. It is strictly increasing function. Okay, na? Increasing function, strictly increasing function. Copy this one. Copy this one firstly. Again, next. It is increasing, strictly increasing. Next, decreasing and strictly decreasing functions. Third one. Decreasing function on a comma b. Third one. Decreasing function on a comma b. Origin x is equal to a. It is x is equal to x1. X is equal to x2 and it is x is equal to b. It is a decreasing function. The graph. Here also x1 is equal to x2. Strictly decreasing, decreasing function. Here at x is equal to a, we get some value. X equal to x1, x equal to x2. Here x1 is less than x2, but f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Okay, na? It is equal. It is only decreasing function. Only decreasing. Y is equal to f of x. Listen. Let x1 comma x2 belongs to a comma b. This x1 and x2 values in between a and b. If x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2. Greater than or equal to f of x2. Previous one, increasing means f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. Okay, na? So if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2. It is only decreasing function. Only decreasing. Next one, strictly decreasing. Fourth one, strictly decreasing. Strictly decreasing function. Origin, x and y axis, x is equal to a, x is equal to x1, x is equal to x2, and x is equal to b. It is decreasing. Here values results are equal, so it is a straight line. It is strictly decreasing. The graph is strictly decreasing. Okay, na? At x equal to a, at x equal to x1, x equal to x2, x equal to b. It is strictly decreasing function. Y is equal to f. Let x1 comma x2 belongs to a comma b. x1 and x2 values in between a b. If x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is greater than f of x2. So here f of x1 is greater than or equal to. Equal to means only decrease. It is if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Greater than means it is strictly decreasing. It is greater than or equal to f of x2. It is only decreasing. Okay, na? That is the difference. Come this one. Okay, no? Right, next, fifth one. Neither increasing nor decreasing functions. Neither increasing nor decreasing function. neither increasing nor decreasing. So already completed. Increasing, steadily increasing, decreasing, steadily decreasing. It is neither increasing nor decreasing. Neither increasing nor decreasing. For example, the graph y equal to sin x or f of x is equal to sin x. Let f of x is equal to sin x. X belongs to 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi means 0 to 360 degrees. 0 to 360 degrees. You know that the sine graph 0 degrees, sine 90, 180, 270, 360 degrees. Okay, na? Sine 90, maximum is plus 1, minimum is minus 1. Sine maximum value plus 1, minimum value minus 1. So 0, it is a pi by 2. Pi by 2 means 90 degrees. What about sine 90? 1. Next, it is 180 degrees. Sine 180 degrees is again 0. Na? Sine 180 degrees, again 0. What about 270 degrees? 270 degrees is minus 1. It is 3 pi by 2. It is 2 pi. So it is 0 to pi by 2. It is increasing function. Sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. Up to here, it is increasing. 90 to 180, it is a decreasing function. 180 to 270 also. 90 to 270, it is a decrease. Again, 270 to 360, it is again increasing. So sometimes it is increasing, some intervals it is increasing, some intervals it is decreasing. It is called neither increasing nor decreasing. So 0 to 90 increasing, 90 to 270 it is decreasing, again 270 to 360 again increasing. Some intervals increasing, some intervals it is decreasing. So it is called neither increasing nor decreasing. So it is increasing, it is decreasing, it is again increasing. It is again increasing. Okay, na? Some intervals it is increasing, some intervals decreasing. So it is called neither increasing nor decreasing. For example, same function f of x equal to sin x. X belongs to 0 to pi by 2. X belongs to 0 to pi by 2. In case 0 to pi by 2 is given, that time it is 0 to pi by 2, it is only first quadrant. In first quadrant, sin is it is increasing. It is steadily increasing. Okay, na? So 0 to 90 increasing, 90 to 270 it is decreasing, again 270 to 360 it is increasing. Some intervals increasing, some intervals decreasing. It is called neither increasing nor decreasing. So the graph of the function sin x, some intervals is increasing, some intervals is decreasing. So it is neither increasing nor decreasing. Okay, na? That is the graph. Write down. F of x equal to sin x. It is increasing in 0 to pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So 0 to 90 and 270 to 360. It is increasing. And f of x is equal to cos x. It is decreasing in, it is 90 to 270, 3 pi by 2. So some intervals increasing, some intervals decreasing. So it is neither. नहीं. Write down. Write down. First, write down. Next, sixth one. Turning point or stationary point. Turning point or stationary point. Turning point or stationary point. It is also same as it is previous graph. Turning point or stationary point. Previous one, neither increasing nor decreasing. For example, graph. Consider any curve. Is the function from this point to this point, it is increasing. After this point, it is again decreasing. Okay, na? That means it is called stationary point. Turning point or stationary point. So the graph is decreasing up to this point. Again, it is increasing. It is also called turning point. That means at that point, the function changes its nature is called stationary point or turning point. Okay, na? At that point, the function changes its nature is called turning point or stationary point. That means the function is from this point to here, it is increasing, and at this point to it is again decreasing. Therefore, this point is called turning point or stationary point. It is increasing, decreasing. Again, it is increasing. Okay, na? These points are called turning points or stationary points. Turning point. It is decreasing. It is also again turning point. Turning point. It is again increasing. It is increasing. Okay, na? What is the definition? At that point, the function changes its nature is called turning point. Okay, na? Right. At that point, the function changes its nature is called turning point or stationary point. Turning point stationary point. Write down. Okay, na? Next note. Let y equal to f of x, or if y is equal to f of x, then f dash of x is greater than or equal to 0. That means first derivative is positive. F dash of x is greater than 0. Then the function is called increasing function. F dash of x is less than 0. Then the function is called, decreasing. In case f dash of x is equal to 0, it is neither. It is simple. Given any function, find a derivative. If first derivative is positive, increasing, negative, decreasing. First derivative is 0, it is neither. Okay, na? Right down. We'll start exercise. So here simple definition. First derivative is positive means increasing. First derivative negative means decreasing. First derivative is equal to 0. It is neither. Okay. Right. Next exercise. First problem. Exercise. Show that the function given by f of x is equal to 3x plus 17 is increasing on or real numbers. So that the function given by f of x is equal to 3x plus 17 is increasing on real numbers. Here f of x is equal to 3x plus 17 on real numbers. For example, first derivative. What about first derivative? Derivative of 3x plus 17 is 3. No? Clearly, it is f dash of x is must and should greater than 0. First derivative, it is positive. No? It is not greater than or equal to 0. If greater than or equal to 0 means it is only increasing. It is must and should, it is greater than 0. 3, first derivative. Derivative of 3x plus 17 is 3. It is greater than 0. If f dash of x is greater than is 0, it is clearly strictly increasing. But here show that it is increasing. So it is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing means it is also increasing. Okay, na? So f dash of x is greater than 0. So it is increasing. This is strictly increasing also. Okay, na? Or second model. Here given function f of x, given function second model, f of x is equal to 3x plus 17 on real numbers. X belongs to real numbers. Real numbers means minus infinity to plus infinity. For example, x equal to, consider it is real numbers minus infinity to plus infinity. Consider any 2 or 3 values. Okay, na? For example, If positive values consider, if positive value. For example, let x is equal to 1. What about f of 1? It is 3 plus 17. It is 20. Let x equal to 2 consider. What about f of 2? 3 into 2 plus 17. It is 23. Or x equal to 3 consider. F of 3. It is 3 into 3 plus 17. It is 26. And so on. The values, if x equal to 1 consider 20, 2 consider 23, 3 consider 26. For example, and so on. Graphically explanation. X values and y values. It is 0, consider 1, 2, 3, and so on. So if x equal to 1 consider, we get y value 20. 2 consider, we get 23. 3 consider, we get 26. So the graph is steadily increasing. At any values, the result is not equal at any 2 points. So it is clearly steadily increasing. At x equal to 1, at x equal to 1, we get 20. So it is 1 comma 20. So this point is, it is 2 comma 23. And this point is 3 comma 26. Clearly it is steadily increasing. Or another model, first derivative is equal to 3. It is greater than 0. It is steadily increasing. Steadily increasing means it is also increasing. Okay, na? Actually it is steadily increasing. It is steadily increasing. So it is steadily increasing function. Right. Okay, completed. Right. Next question, second one. Second question. Right. So that the function given by f of x is equal to e power 2x. F of x is equal to e power 2x is increasing on R. So that the function given by f of x is equal to e power 2x is increasing on real numbers. Here given f of x is equal to e power 2x. X belongs to R. What about the first derivative? Derivative of e power 2x, it is 2e power 2x. Any value of x, it is must and should be greater than 0. Real numbers, 0 consider, e power 0, 1, 2 into 1, 2. It is greater than 0. Negative value consider, for example, x equal to -1. 2 into -1 is -2. E power -2 means 1 divided by e square. 2 divided by e square. It is also greater than 0. Or 3 consider, that means e power 6. 2 into e power 6 greater than 0. So any value of x belongs to R. Okay, na? F of x equal to e power 2x, x belongs to R. Its derivative is 2 e power 2x. So any value of x, it is greater than 0. So first derivative is greater than 0. Clearly it is which type of function? Increasing function. So it is increasing function. Increasing function on R. Right. Again, right, next third question. Show that the function given by f of x equal to sin x is f of x is equal to sin x is A, increasing in 0 to pi by 2. B problem, decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. Show that the function given by f of x equal to sin x is increasing in 0 to pi by 2. Second one, decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. Given the function is sin x. What about its derivative? Derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. This cos x is positive in 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 means it is first quadrant. First quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. So its derivative of sin is cos. This cos function is positive in first quadrant. Therefore, it is first f dash of x is greater than 0. It is increasing function in 0 to pi by 2. Second one, this cos is negative in pi by 2 to pi. It is a second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative. Cos negative means that is first derivative is negative. If first derivative negative, it is a decreasing function. Okay, na? First A question. Cos x is positive in 0 to pi by 2. That means f dash of x is greater than 0 in 0 to pi by 2. First derivative is positive, so it is increasing function. It is increasing in 0 to pi by 2. B question. Cos x is negative in second quadrant, pi by 2 to pi. Second question, pi by 2 to pi. So cos is negative in 0 pi by 2 to pi. That means f dash of x is less than 0 in pi by 2 to pi. So first derivative is negative. First derivative means that is a cos. This cos is a negative in second quadrant. So first derivative negative means it is a decreasing. So it is decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. Okay, na? So here a given function is sin x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Okay, na? This cos function is positive in 0 to pi by 2. It is first quadrant. So cos is positive. That means first derivative f dash of x is greater than 0. If first derivative is greater than 0 means it is increasing function. Second one, it is cos x. Cos is negative in second quadrant. That means f dash of x is less than 0. So first derivative is negative. So it is decreasing in second quadrant. Okay, na? Copy this one. Write down. C question also is there. Write down. Neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. Right. First A and B complete. I will discuss the third one. Okay, Nama? C problem. C1. Here, first is increasing, it is decreasing, neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. Neither increasing nor decreasing. Neither increasing nor decreasing. That means here 0 to pi. 0 to pi means first and second quadrant. If first quadrant it is positive, second quadrant it is negative. That means some intervals are positive, some intervals are negative. Therefore, clearly it is neither. So cos x is positive in 0 to pi by 2 and negative in pi by 2 to pi. Therefore, it is increasing, it is decreasing. Therefore, so cos x, so it is neither. Neither. Okay, na? Neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. Okay, na? It is 0 to pi by 2. It is only positive, so increasing. It is only negative, so decreasing. Here 0 to pi. In 0 to pi, first quadrant positive, second quadrant negative. Some intervals are positive, some intervals are negative. So it is neither. Okay, na? Okay, today class is completed. Tomorrow we are going to discuss continuation. Okay, na? Bye.